You start, Dieter.
Maybe you.
Okay. I haven't known Sam nearly as long as a couple people here.
Yeah, but you know her better. Trust me.
And it's a good thing that I don't know what they know, because we've had a relatively good marriage. But it is her 60th birthday, and there's a lot of wisdom in the room about her, some of which I don't even want to know, some I do. But I want to toast to Sam and the friends and that she has loved and learned from and shared with and grown up with and enjoyed good times. And for the first 60 years, this is to you on your birthday.
Yeah,
Yay! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Sam.
Yes.
Now, I did ask if anybody wanted to bring a story or a memory or something in particular. This would be a good time if we shared that.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Okay. When I met Sam, we were at preschool with our kids, and they were maybe 2.5 years old, and they had us raise our hands if we needed to have somebody carpool with our kids because we couldn't make it to every obligation that we had to do in preschool. So Sam raised her hand, and I walked over to her, and we started talking about our respective nannies. And I said, well, my nanny's a little bit older, meaning she was in her 50s, because that was old back then. And Sam said, I'll never forget this, she goes, well, my nanny's so old that my kids know how to dial 911. I thought, oh my God,
How's it going?
This is hysterical. So, to a kindred spirit with
Yes, right.
that old nanny.
Yes, right.
Now they don't seem so old.
That's right. Oh, that's funny.
They said 911, but
Yeah, they never had to dial it. Yeah.
That's right.
Funny.
And
Is
that
that
just popped right into your brain, too. Oh, you had thought about it already. Yeah.
But Sam and I have been through child rearing, high school, middle school, high school, investment clubs.
That's right.
And I was so mad at her. She got out of the investment club before I did. You got out of that club before I did.
Well, she kept not showing up. And then finally I was like, I'm done. I'm quitting this club. And then I saw on the thing, when I said I'm quitting the club, and they said, well, Lee and Sam are quitting the club. I thought, oh, frick you. You quit after I did.
I said, if Sam's out, I'm out.
That's right.
I kept staying in the club because I was too lazy to get out.
That's
she
right.
got out before I
Right.
like, how dare she leave this club? Oh, too funny. So now we are in the post-child rearing stage of life.
No
That's
kidding.
right.
Here, here.
You're here.
Yeah, exactly. And our sons are
I am all
doing what
Sooner
they're
or
doing.
later we'll be
That's
thrown
right.
from the nest.
That's right.
Well, you got something beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, well, come on, you get next. Okay, come on.
All right, Sam.
What do you have?
Can you imagine when I met Sam, I didn't need these. And there are lots of stories, but I thought that I found these poems that I really, really, really enjoy. And I just want to share with you. She's been like a sister to me. I'm not always in her house in a way, so it makes it easier for us to be sisters. So this is for you, Sam. The women I call sister are always there. The women I call sisters have always cared. The women I call sisters make me smile when times are blue. The women I call sisters have proven to be true. The women I call sisters by choice are my best of friends. The women I call sisters I trust will be beside me till the end. The women I call sisters are blessings from God above. The women I call sisters are sisters I'll always love. Happy birthday.
Good.
That's nice.
Very nice.
That's That was
We would
awesome.
never see you.
Not nearly enough. I'm still working like.
Our
me.
sons went to our older son went to Maplewood K through 8 together. Yes, yeah. So
So we've been.
and Aben was just here last summer with Jeffrey, who was as excited. Do you need help?
Sorry.
Everybody needs to
Also Apple.
So much farther. Make me teary.
Oh, I'm
It
stuck.
can't be anything you need on a daily basis. It just cannot be anything you need on a
You
daily
don't always
basis.
have
No.
to be
No.
challenge my thoughts. And I like that.
Okay, no pressure with anybody else.
That's all
And Judy left. Where's
I don't know
my
where she
oldest
went.
friend? She left.
Well, I'll tell you about going to Montana. That was a damn experience. I get there and Sam, I said, what can I do? And she said, do you see that wooden box in the kitchen right there? And I said, yeah. She goes, just keep it full of wood. There's a wood pile
I don't think
outside.
many of these people know that part about me, that I lived in a cabin without any electricity.
No electricity. It's her birthday. And she's so excited because she knows that there's a box on the way. She got the little tag. And she knew that her father sent her a generator so she could have music. And she was so excited, and the box came. And it was a propane barbecue.
It was true. It was like, what the hell?
What do I need a propane barbecue for?
That is great.
And then she says, well, we're going to have breakfast in the morning. I'm going, what the heck's this woman going to do for breakfast? She ain't got a thing in this house. There's no food. So she gets up in the morning. She's ready for breakfast? Yeah. I'm going, what the heck is she going to do? Out from the garden come the potatoes. Out from the chicken coop come the eggs. And it's still the best breakfast I ever had in my life. To you.
Yes, yeah.
That's a part of my life that I forget.
I remember we were at the investment club one night in a restaurant downtown Seattle, and we were playing 2 truths and 1 lie. Gets to Sam, and she tells 2 truths and 1 lie, except she said something about, I lived in a cabin with no running water and no electricity, and we all thought, that's gotta be a lie. And she was like, it's the truth, and we're like, oh my God. It was right around the time of the Unabomber, and we were like, Unabomber! We were like, oh my
That was
God.
in Montana too. Did you know that guy?
We were
Possibly.
I had his email address if you want to email him. You know, he wrote a book.
I know he wrote a book.
I have
Yes,
a copy of
exactly.
it.
Right.
I do.
Or did you write a book?
No,
That
the
wasn't
Unabomber wrote a
No,
book.
that's right. That's right. Yeah,
I'll let you borrow my copy.
that's right. I thought you were going to talk about going through the
no, not
No.
yet.
at the airport in Missoula.
Oh, no, we don't talk about
Let's
that.
talk about, it's not your turn to
We're
talk.
still real. We're still real lucky we're on this side of the fence.
That's right. That's right.
I have a lot of, Diedrich said to bring some kind of a story, some favorite story or something about Sam, and I have a lot of favorite stories, but one that I think is probably the most endearing is that you were doing you were in a conference, an oncology conference down in Seattle, and you were staying at the Olympic, and so you said, come on down, we'll go to dinner. And so I met you down there, and we had a really wonderful dinner. I think it was at the Metropolitan Grill. I don't know. It was at that we were on a window side, and then we were sitting there and saw it was snowing, and we had a really fun time, a really fun dinner. And then we had truffles, chocolate truffles for dessert. And I think that's the first time I ever had chocolate truffles. And ever since that, every time I see or have a truffle, I think of you. So anyway, here's some for you.
Aw, thank you, Judy. Oh, perfect. I thought you were going to talk about
Oh no.
the time that we were at the Olympic and we went into the bar, and you know how sometimes you have cookies that like melt in your mouth. Do you remember this?
Yes, yes.
That we got cookies there, and they like did the opposite. they got expanded in our mouths, and it was like the worst cookies we ever had in our lives.
You can force these to live and you're like, what's in these cookies?
They're anti-cookies.
Do you remember that? They were like the worst, the absolutely worst cookies, and they were at the Olympics. So, you know, I knew about that. So, oh, this is great. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. Anybody else? Not, there's no expectation here. I didn't expect this, actually.
Pepper, surely.
Yes, right.
He's not even facing you.
So,
Good.
They'll never tell.
Yeah.
I do want to say that turning 60 has had kind of a weird, the closer it's come, I'm not to say I'm freaked out, but I'm kind of reflective about it. And in fact, I had a dream earlier this week about a friend of mine that died when she was 42, when our kids were, you know, like 4 or something. And I had this dream. I was telling Stefan, I said, I dreamt that Suzette died. And he said, she died like 16 years ago. And so I think it's reflective of that. When you turn 60, you start to think about your mortality, you know, in a way that you really haven't really thought about it before, maybe not. But I want to thank all of you for being with us. I'm excited that Diedrich took the time to invite Judy and Mikey here to surprise me. They surprised me by being here. I didn't know they were coming, and on Friday night the doorbell rang about 10 o'clock, and I was sure it was the police coming to tell me that Stefan had done something or was dead. You know, one of the two. And
She's terrible.
and it is. But they completely surprised me, which was really fun. And to have my good friends with me is really wonderful for me. And here, let's have cake.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Sam, you need to come over here.
And I love